It's manageable at the moment. So we have obviously got higher levels of staff off with COVID. We've just kind of completed that post Christmas and post New Year catch up. So the crews have been working incredibly hard as ever. There has been a small amount of disruption. So I apologise to those who are affected. But at the moment, it's less bad than we feared, but we're still keeping a close eye on things. It was very small, really, compared to, say, the disruption we saw last summer. It was only a few rounds in Mendip and South Somerset, really, that were affected. So a few thousand people, but bear in mind we're going to every one of Somerset's around 250,000 households every week. So in the grand scheme of things, it was small, though clearly for those people affected, do apologise because recognise the inconvenience, but our crews have been working incredibly hard, as I say.
So are you feeling a bit more optimistic about the coming weeks, obviously with Omicron and increasing numbers of people having to self-isolate, for example? What kind of disruption or what level of disruption are you planning for at this stage?
Things have gone okay so far, but none of us have got a crystal ball. I think we all know that rates in Somerset, particularly, lag behind, say, the South London and the Southeast. So there's a risk that we may see higher levels of absence over the coming weeks. So we're keeping a careful eye on things. And as ever, if there is any disruption, the best place to look is our website, somersetwaste.gov.uk, for details of where might be impacted and also what you can do about that to help the crews, help yourself.
I appreciate it's quite early on, but do you have any indication of how Christmas went? Do people reduce the amount of waste, for example? I know there was a lot talking, about cardboard, for example. Did we see any changes or did we just see another record amount of waste being put out?
It's a bit early to have full data on kind of the post-Christmas collections, but yeah, it does seem like it was heavy. Lots of cardboard as we expected, also lots of glass. So I know probably I had a drink or two too many over Christmas, so maybe other people in Somerset were doing the same. But and the crews worked incredibly hard to deal with that as they do, well, every day of the year, but especially in that post-Christmas busy period.
And how are we doing with drivers at the moment? Obviously, you were one of the industry's hardest hit by the driver shortage. What kind of success have you had in recruiting drivers?
Well, we've successfully trained quite a few of our loaders up to be drivers, so I'm really pleased about that. And we're launching another cohort, so to upskill people. There's still a lot of work going on to attract people in, but it's going okay at the moment. But I think, the national issues haven't disappeared, so it's still a risk for us, but it's not something that's having an impact on day-to-day services at the moment. But there are still vacancies, so encourage people again to follow look at our website and click through for details if they're interested.